we'll call it the gentilization of society. Everything's so meek.
Ever since Eve ate the fruit of forbidden knowledge in the Garden of Eden, women have gotten men kicked out of their favorite places. And ever since that cringe scene in Avengers Endgame, where all of the women line up and fight as a cackle of hens, something triggered inside of me. It has become more apparent to me with every game and film I participated in since that some kind of overused trope has been established, because almost every film or game IP since has had some version of it.
Did it. I've had the steak.
I'm more of a gamer than a show or movie watcher, yet I still notice that these things happen often. It's become a cliche, like that old joke about the black guy dying first in a horror movie.
It's just the black guy always dies. Think about it, man. Unforgiven, Alien, Rocky IV, The Shining,
Star Trek 2.
Or that thing when two old friends meet, but they act like they're about to beat each other up.
You son of a bitch.
Now I'm not playing the sexes off against each other, like saying all men create great stuff and all women suck. The first 3 and best Uncharted games were made by a woman, and the man with a fetish for women who can dominate him crapped on Nathan Drake in Uncharted 4. Some men let Eve eat the apple, or are the snakes themselves. Who the snakes and the Eves are is relative to every project, studio or situation, of course. My problem isn't with the gender of the characters, mostly it's more with the cliche or trope, enough so that when I spot it, I sometimes turn off what I'm playing or watching in disgust with a deep sigh. But there are 4 main tropes I see a lot, namely, the female protégé trope. This is where the male character, usually an established one, is giving their mantle to a woman who can do what they do but better and quicker. Sometimes this signals the end of that franchise or property, because the female characters do not have the same pop culture currency as the characters we already associate with the franchise. The third Cars movie has it with Cruise replacing Lightning McQueen. That IP is dead, and I think it ended just in time so that not a lot of feminist tropey stuff has been added to stop me from liking the Cars franchise. Kung Fu Panda 4 had to step down and give his position to another uninspiring, unfunny Fox person. Ratchet was secondary in his own game in Ripperfart, just like Spider-Man from the same developer. The Last of Us 1 was built from the ground up using this trope, and in part 2 we see a literal killing of the previous game's main hero, where they then give the player a woman's head on a man's body to run around with. It also seems like they wanted to try this with Pirates of the Caribbean, but the Johnny Depp case actually might have saved us from this, even though that last movie was bordering on this trope.
I'm also a horologist.
This could easily have happened in God of War 2018 and still might in future games, but I think the developers saw The Last of Us and thought they couldn't make the exact same game, so they decided to make a very annoying bitching son instead.
The truth is you're being a complete asshole!
The Cucking trope. This is where the male hero is shown to mostly have bad qualities and at the end of the story has to apologize in some way. Or the male hero is often shown to be weaker than his female sidekicks or villains. A lot of times it's subtle, like the Spider-Man game where half of the missions you play as Mary Jane and Peter Parker is always in the wrong or beat up by some random woman. Or where Nathan Drake is beat up by a random South African who is voiced by a white American doing a white South African accent.
You have something I want, and you're going to give it to me.
It happens in Thor Love and Thunder, where one of the most powerful heroes is belittled by the superior sex, that is the female Thor. Assassin's Creed is filled with a tug of war between the sexes since Syndicate, where every male hero is in some form lesser than their female counterparts, and every media outlet and ex-IGN employee praises the very annoying Cassandra as the best way to play Odyssey. There's also the last act of AC Origins, where Julius Caesar is made out as some misogynist, and the assassin you play with the whole game is told to stay home and stop crying about his dead son by his wife. They tried to push that idiot Harley Quinn down our throats for a while, and even had her killing Batman and having a pussified beta male Joker as her sidekick. You could say she cocks on men.
Yeah, that's not funny.
The all-female version trope. This is a trope not seen often, but when it happens it usually spells doom for a series, but the title is obvious. You take a well-made and established series and then make a new version but replace all of the men we liked with female versions. The most horrific version of this is of course Ghostbusters 2016 and Ocean's 8. Thank God no one remembers those. But maybe we should remember them. The Mary Sue trope. This is where a female character is perfect in every way or more powerful than her male counterparts, like Captain Marvel. Often it's a new IP or character, and sometimes it's subtle, like someone's girlfriend being better and smarter than him and everyone tells him that. This trope is often combined with other tropes, but not always. In the last Doctor Strange movie, the hot witch killed every male character with one hit. Like every Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel thing in the last decade. It's even in the Dragon Ball Super anime, where the new female Saiyans can transform into Super Saiyans with just a few taps from Goku, unearned in their transformations, where the original Saiyans took years and years to get there. Yeah, I know Goten and Trunks also do this, but that's also stupid. And not only that, they made the anime version of Kefla much stronger than in the manga. But then they also did the Last of Us 2 thing where they put a woman's head on a man's body, which also isn't accurate to the manga. In the manga, Gohan beats Kefla. He's not even at full power at this stage, but in the anime it takes the most powerful level of Goku to beat her. This borders on a cucking trope, but I think Goku has too much pop culture currency to be completely cucked. These female characters don't struggle or have a cool training montage, and frankly, they come off as arrogant. It seems like the only thing stopping this female hero obsession to occur everywhere completely is pop culture currency. There's kind of a ceiling with characters above and under it. It's some bar where everyone under it is ripe for replacement or being cucked, and whoever is above it stays true to the original vision because they are the key iconic figure keeping whatever franchise they are a part of alive. Like Jesus, he's the ultimate ceiling. There is no female Jesus.
There can be only one.